I was audible earlier on also. A very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for turning up on time. And I understand that Saturday morning is not easy for children to come on time. But thank you for coming on time, children. Our guest is here already with Arunabh sir upstairs. And like always we do, we will begin on time. And good luck to the children who will perform. Good luck to the parents whose children will perform. And yes, most of them are going to be performing for the very first time. So these are some stereotypical things that we always say to you all. Every function that we do, every performance that the children do on stage, we say the same things to you, but they are very important. Please keep your phones on silent. Your little ones are right up there in front of you, so please watch them with your naked eye instead of the viewfinder of your phone. And yes, so we have Arunabh sir, Susan ma'am, and Dr. Khanna with us today. Please give them a warm welcome as well. A hearty welcome to Dr. K.K. Khanna, who's with us today. Thank you, sir, for taking out time and coming and blessing us with your always well wishes for us. I would request Arunabh sir and Susan ma'am to felicitate the judge, please, the guest, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Khanna. Susan, ma'am, I'd request you to come and address the gathering.
Arunabh sir, Director, Nero World School, Dr. K.K. Khanna, renowned consultant paediatrician, distinguished guests, grandparents, parents, teachers and students. A very warm welcome to Nero World School this morning. Namaste to you all. Apsabika Abhinandan Hey. Sorry. Thank you. So good morning to you all and a very warm welcome to NWS today. It's a great pleasure, I'm sure you will all agree with me, to be here in the auditorium this fine morning to witness another splendid annual production. Tiddler awaits us, a theatrical production based on the book by Julia Donaldson, which some of you may be familiar with. And I would like to start by appreciating you all for the efforts that you've made in continually reading to your children in the last academic year. I know you've all worked very hard on that, and we appreciate that. And I'd like to share a quotation with you from Julia Donaldson. It's a little long, but I think it's worth listening to, which talks about the power of reading and how a book can open up the world to us. And she wrote, "I opened a book and in I strode. Now nobody can find me. I left my chair, my house, my road, my town and my world behind. I'm wearing the cloak. I've slipped on the ring. I've swallowed the magic potion. I've fought with a dragon, dined with a king, and dived in a bottomless ocean," which is part of what we will see today. "I've opened a book and made some friends. I shared their tears and laughter and followed their road with its bumps and bends to the happily ever after. I've finished my book and out I came. The cloak can no longer hide me. My chair and my house are just the same, but I have a book inside me." How wonderful, the power of reading. And if you've read the Gruffalo, I think it was the Gruffalo who said, "Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen." And I believe we're going to witness a wonderful performance in the next few minutes. So I encourage you to continue building that love of reading with your children. I would like to congratulate everyone involved in the staging of today's production and you all for your support. You are once again all very welcome to NWS this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I would request Arunab sir to come and address the gathering, please.
Good morning. Hello. How are you? You have a very, very important job today. When your brothers, sisters come, don't wave to them. Good morning to grandparents, parents, perhaps some relatives, maybe neighbors, to the show. It is always lovely to see parents coming back, and some parents have actually been students of the school, so it's even better seeing their faces in the audience. I don't plan to speak a lot, because I want to save that airtime for Dr. K.K. Khanna, who will be speaking to us after the show finishes. मेरी मम्मी ये कहती हैं कि अगर तुम्हारी जान बची तो डॉक्टर खन्ना की वजह से बची. तो मैं डॉक्टर के खन्ना का पेशेंट था प्रॉब्ली बर्थ से पहले 12-14 साल तक, और मैं बहुत बार सर के पास गया. इनफैक्ट क्लास 7 तक मेरे रिपोर्ट कार्ड्स में या तो हाफ ईयरली के मार्क्स हैं या फाइनल के, क्योंकि दोनों में से एक में मेडिकल ज़रूर लगा है. तो क्लास 8 में जाके मैंने पहली बार दोनों एग्ज़ाम दिए थे. So, sir, my mother sends her regards to you. She could not be here today, but when I told her that you were coming to school, she was indeed very, very happy. Sir did his MBBS from University of Lucknow, and then an MD from Patna, and then an MS from Columbia University in the US in 1968. हम में से बहुत सारे लोग 68 में पैदा नहीं हुए थे. In fact, let's do a raise of hands. कितने लोग हम में से ऐसे हैं जो 68 में पैदा नहीं हुए थे? So then worked in Iran for a while, taught in medical colleges, and then since about 1980 has been practicing in Ghaziabad. And so he has a clinic on GT Road, and then he also sits at Columbia Asia, where he's head of pediatrics. Sir, the school has been waiting many, many years to see you in the premises, and we are really, really glad that you're here. And I personally look forward to hearing from you after the show. जब आप इतने साल पेरेंट्स से बात कर रहे होते हैं, तो पेरेंटिंग कैसे शिफ्ट हुई ये आपको बहुत अच्छी तरह समझ में आ रहा होता है. राइट, मैं 1980s में मेरे पास में पेरेंट्स बच्चे लेकर आ रहे थे. 2019 में भी पेरेंट्स मेरे पास बच्चे लेकर आ रहे हैं. So there is a change that would have happened in all those years and how parenting is done. So I look forward to hearing from you perhaps some of your experiences and what young parents like myself can learn from. Talking about Tiddler, so Tiddler is a book. More recently, NWS has been doing productions on books. And we've also had a very strong reading program in the school, which starts from playgroup. There is ample research to prove that if you read more to your children in their early childhood, they will grow up into happier people and academically brighter as well in comparison to if the story were not read. Coincidentally, मैं अपने बच्चों को टिडलर पढ़ रहा था कल. It's a lovely story about this little fish that makes a lot of stories, like all of our children do. Right? They make stories. Sometimes they make very believable stories, but stories that have no head or tail. And that is when we know that they're actually growing. Their brain is growing, they are comprehending things, they're making connects. So it has some very deep messages, and I will speak about them after the show. But I don't want to stay between you and your children. Only one piece of advice. ये बात तो पक्की है कि आप सब देखने तो सिर्फ अपना बच्चा ही आए हैं, और होता ही है कि जब हम किसी और का बच्चा देख रहे होते हैं तो लाइव देख रहे होते हैं, पर जब अपना बच्चा आता है तो उसे फ़ोन से देख रहे होते हैं, बिकॉज वी वॉन्ट टू देन रिकॉर्ड दैट पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट. बट फॉर दैट देयर इज़ अ प्रोफेशनल वीडियोग्राफर who is going to take a full HD image of what your child is doing, and the photographs as well, they will be shared on the school Facebook page as well, and they have a slightly better camera than what is there in the phone. So sit back, relax, and actually watch your child do what the child does. मेरे को 13 साल हो गए हैं ये परफॉर्मेंसेस अब देखते हुए, और जब प्री प्राइमरी का फंक्शन होता है तो मैं दिमाग में सोच रहा होता हूँ अगर सिर्फ 2-1 बच्चे रोए तो सही है, अगर कोई नहीं रोया तो ये ओके, तो दिस इज अ न्यू वन. तो ऐसा इतने सालों में सिर्फ 2-1 बार ही हुआ है कि कोई ना रोया. माई ओन डॉटर वॉज इन प्री नर्सरी हेयर, तो हमारे भी बड़े अरमान थे उसे परफॉर्म करते देखने. शी केम ऑन द स्टेज एंड जस्ट स्टूड. She did not do anything. She looked left, she looked right, and she did not do anything. उसके आसपास के दोनों लेफ्ट राइट के बच्चे दोनों कुछ कुछ कर रहे थे, वो कुछ नहीं कर रहे थे. And I knew that my wife was slightly, under pressure कि भाई कुछ तो करो. And as an educator मैं ही सोच रहा था अच्छा चलो रो तो नहीं रही है. These might be one of their first few performances, and they will get many, many more. The first time I ever got in front of a mic, I was in grade 8. These children are coming here perhaps even before they are starting to run. They have ample opportunity for perfection. But today, as we see them, remember 2 things. Ek, this is a start. They understand applause. So when you give them an applause, they understand कि हाँ ये तो अच्छा हुआ. Second, जब आप उन बच्चों को वो करते हुए देख रहे हो तो ये याद रखिएगा कि आपके पास घर में 1 है, 2 हैं, मैक्सिमम जॉइंट फैमिली है तो 4-5 हो सकते हैं. टीचर के पास में कितने सारे हैं और वो फिर भी उनसे क्या क्या करा पा रही हैं. So when you see the show, remember the magic of a teacher in the classroom. While she is also a human, she also makes her own mistakes, but she works very hard to prepare your children for what they do. So I wish you enjoy your show. I wish that you watch your child live. सर बच्चे को ना हो सकता है कि जब ये लाइट आए, साउंड आए तो कुछ परेशानी हो, तो आप थोड़ी देर बाहर ले जाइएगा, फिर वापस ले आइएगा, कोई परेशानी नहीं है, मगर उनकी तो मजबूरी